Ever wondered what happens when you try a new recipe for the first time? Well, let me take you on the journey through my 3 attempts at making the perfect pasiu. This famous Thai restaurant favorite is trickier than it looks, even with simple ingredients. Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm tackling pasiu for the very first time. It took me 3 tries to get it right. Let's see what went wrong and how I finally nailed it. First thing first, let's prep our ingredients. For my protein, I'm using stir-fry beef that I already have in the fridge. I simply drizzle a bit of cooking oil and add half a teaspoon of soy sauce, giving it a good mix to coat. For the greens, I have 2 to 3 Chinese broccoli stems. I will separate the leaves from the stems. The thicker stems are thinly sliced diagonally, while the thinner ones are chopped into about 1-inch pieces. I also chop up the leaves, but keep them separate for later. Now let's make the sauce, and this is for 2 portions. I add 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, half a tablespoon of vinegar, 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, 2 teaspoons of dark soy sauce, and 1 tablespoon of stevia or sugar. Just so you know, this is the dark soy sauce I use. For the pasiu noodles, you can use pad thai noodles or any thick rice noodles. I cook them according to the packet instructions, but there is more to it for successfully pulling off the recipe. Attempt number 1. I tried to cook both portions at the same time, and everything seemed fine until the noodles decided to stick together and turn into a sticky mess. I couldn't get them out of the colander easily and ended up with broken noodles. The taste was alright, but the texture was way off. Attempt number 2. To combat the noodles sticking together, I timed cooking them so the cooked and drained noodles could be dumped straight into the wok. This time I cooked only 1 portion at a time, leaving the other half of the sauce noodles and the vegetables for later. But I ended up overcooking the noodles, leading to another broken noodle disaster.
Oh, not again.
3rd time's the charm. In a wok or a large pan over medium heat, add about half a tablespoon of cooking oil followed by minced garlic. Again, I only cook 1 portion at a time. Increase the heat and add half of the prepared beef, spreading it out so it gets a nice char. When the meat is about 80% cooked, stir in the broccoli stems. After a few minutes, when the stems are slightly cooked, push everything to the side, add a small amount of oil and crack open an egg. Stir the egg immediately to scramble it. Once the egg is scrambled, add the broccoli leaves. When the leaves are wilted, transfer everything to a bowl. Back in the wok, add a generous amount of oil, at least half a tablespoon, and add the noodles. Here's tip. Slightly undercook your rice noodles and add a drizzle of oil to coat them. Gently separate the noodles with your fingers as you add them to the wok. Pour in half of the sauce. Take your time to toast the noodles in the wok. The caramelization of the sauce and the starch in the noodles will maximize the texture and flavors. It is critical to handle the noodles like a baby, so be gentle when you move them around. Notice how I move the noodles to ensure they don't stick to the wok. Add more oil to unstick noodle pieces. Once the noodles are well coated with the sauce, reintroduce the beef and vegetables we set aside earlier. Use the scooping motion to incorporate them well. This helps to keep the noodles intact. Tossing the noodles helps too. Don't laugh at my wok tossing. I'm hopeless at it. To add another depth of flavor and perhaps a touch of umami, I add 1 teaspoon of fish sauce. Don't despair if your noodles turn into a broken mess. The flavors will still be amazing, but try my tips to keep them unbroken. This was the 1 portion I cooked on my 3rd attempt, and I must say I'm proud that the flavors were all there. The dish is definitely going into my rotation from now on. The past is in the past. We've finally nailed the pasiu. Thanks for your company. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more tried and true recipes. Until next time, keep cooking!